Okay. Oh. Oh, right, I never fixed my camera. It's looking at some... What the heck? It's my it's upside down. How the heck did a cat put the camera upside down? That doesn't even make any sense. That's... I'm not even mad. I'm kind of impressed.
I mean, you more my fault.
Oh, okay.
Because it got knocked out of the stand, and I didn't exactly know which way it needed to face. We figured you'd fix it when you got here.
Yeah, that was my gameplay. I was actually gonna do it in like the edit, but I guess I could just do it in the...
That's a great way to start the stream.
Yeah, it was like...
right off the bat.
That's how you know. That's how you know it. It's a legit EXP live stream.
You don't take those difficulties out in the beginning so you don't have to worry about them later.
Exactly, exactly. It's classy. Classy. Now I need to make sure my stream's actually working.
I had all day to do this, and I'm trying to take care of my daily login shit. Well, paying attention to the times like you got here.
Let's see. Channel. Alright, I wanna... Okay, let's make sure that we can hear everything all right, all hunky-dory like. To anyone that's there right now, hi, how are you? I love you deeply. I care about you emotionally. I've never met you before, probably, but that's okay. Okay, so it does in fact make sound. Alright, I hope that there will be enough sound from the stuff. Okay, so before we do that, we're going to go ahead and... This is a video producer? I keep forgetting what settings to go into. Oh, I forgot. I also need to look up some good tags. I want people to find it if they're looking for it, you know? And you know what? While we're on screen, I will dance in a merry way. Probably have a dance. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. My sound effects so loud in comparison to the music. Might bring up the music a bit as soon as I. System configuration? Yeah. There we go. Brought up the music a little bit. Alright. Let's see, yeah. He'll dance and entertain the masses with his sweet, sweet dance moves. Everything's loading slowly. Stop it. There we go. No.
I am now at my PlayStation.
The auto play of this thing is annoying. Okay, so there we go. No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted... And now it's ignoring the fact that I hit the back button to go. Why aren't you going back? What the heck more do you want from me? My emotions? Because you are getting them. Okay. Alright. Alright, so I'm not going to be able to do any of the trending ones.
What?
None of them are anything that I am doing. Okay, so I'll just have to go ahead and make my own and hope for the best. Alright. Okay. To anyone that may or may not be watching, I just gotta finish doing my stuff here, and enjoy my sweet dance moves. Oh, here, I'll switch to my dancer. As you can see, I have very few gear sets right now because I was working on fixing them. So there's that. So let me switch to my dancer, my Asian dancer. I'm quite proud of. It was a lot of grinding. It wouldn't drop for me. Wouldn't drop to save my life. A lot of grinding right there. Okay, so we want to get some tags. Let's see. Okay, so I already have the no spoilers. A lot of the stuff I have already.
Oh wow, we have 20 followers. Cool.
Yes, yes, we are getting somewhere. We are making some progress. You know.
I know we do have a few people that like our content, so that's pretty good.
It's like, you know, and that's another reason why I also been thinking about doing. I'm just trying to do as much as I can. I'm hoping that once I get my my laptop, I'm gonna see about doing stuff while I'm at home, because with my laptop I should be able to limit the screen more and affect the kind of frame rate in a way. Like for example, you see how like I got like the border going on because of what PlayStation does?
Yeah.
I could do more stuff like that and make like an overall smaller screen, and it wouldn't require as much like bandwidth and stuff like that to do like a certain amount of frame rate. It would keep it cleaner and it would work better, and I could use all of that stuff to still display things, just as long as it's not like an entire video game in the background kind of thing. I see. I haven't been playing Final Fantasy in such a long time. I'm still not quite used to Reaper being a class.
It's easily become one of my favorite.
I don't know if I'll end up getting a favorite melee DPS class, because I don't melee DPS all that often. The closest thing that I even like really like doing is Gunbreaker,
Which is a tank, but it still DPSs pretty well.
Exactly, right? So like it's like I like it for its survivability. It's just it that style just fits me a little bit better, but DPS as a melee character, it's just a little bit harder. Oh. Here you go. What's wrong, Kat?
You left her in the car all by herself.
You did it first.
Yeah, I did that.
And you did it longer.
Yeah.
You're, yes, they're called poops now.
Oh, they're squishy.
they actually.
Squishmallows.
Yeah, there you go. It was like the little octopus thing is a squishy. Speaking of, where is it?
I know.
You don't know.
Somewhere else.
It even lost your love. What did I want to add? Okay, so I added no spoilers as a tag. I feel like that's a given. It's like, yeah, sure, you know, the content's been out a while, but you could literally talk about it anywhere else. You don't need to come to someone that is currently going through their first playthrough to talk about content they clearly haven't gotten to yet. So I feel like that's a fair tag. What did I want to? What I need to add something. We're gonna add the voice acting tab because I'm going to be doing a lot of voices as I read everything out loud. It'll be fun. And then, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It says I have 5. That being said, okay, there is a tag I want to see if it's even... It is a tag. Okay, so I'm going to do it. Okay, so... I'll go ahead and get rid of the casual playthrough. I don't think that's necessary. And then I'm going to also add the dyslexia tag, because I feel like people should be warned, as I do voices, and I'm terrible at reading things.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, I'm gonna let that refresh a little bit. Yeah, I haven't even started the very first quest. I think I opened it. Like I actually I might have literally started, literally grabbed that exclamation point, but I don't think I actually did the following thing. Hold on a sec. Let's see. Oh my god. I could have sworn that took me to my journal. But I guess not. Let me see. Let's see. Where? Hold on. It says the next ship to sail. Did I not grab that then?
No, that's why the shit stolen.
I don't remember, but it tells me I need to go to Mordor. What's it? Oh!
Associates get it for free now.
Yeah, I suppose that's, I don't have whatever, oh god, I want to make a, what was it, what was it, the Mega Robot Ultra Chicken from Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged reference?
Mega Ultra Chicken.
Mega Ultra Chicken? I don't have that, but I do have this.
God damn it. I got this.
Dark and there was a cliff and it was dark, so I couldn't see to get a
I
handle.
guess this
There
thing.
was something down.
It's a dragonfly. But, and,
Place right now somewhere.
I'm going
got an anorexic liver.
I think I'll start things off as my scholar for right now.
I'll back you up as Sage. Oh wait, not high enough level.
Okay, so we'll just start things off as scholar for right
I'll
now.
pick a Reaper.
So I need to go to Mordona, so let's go ahead and do that. And head on over. See that location? But it's totally... Okay, so make sure everything went through all right. Refreshify. All right. So maybe I actually didn't even start the very first thing. That might be what's going on here. Think about it. Could be possible. Could be possible. Alright, I gotta talk to Alphado here. What do you gotta say for yourself? Oh, you're gonna give me... You're gonna give me... a... 515 weapon, which is currently what I have for my scholar. Is it whatever weapon? Hold on a sec. I got a 485 for my Gunbreaker. I got a 430 for my Summoner. So I'll probably give that to my Summoner. And then I got a 485 for my Dancer. Okay. So I'll probably definitely open that with my Summoner, so that way they got something. Alright. Okay, so Alphino is feeling the need to take stock. Quest, the next ship to sail. Alright. Super excited.
Is Laker on there?
No, not yet. If he even ends up joining tonight.
Oh.
You wanted to show up?
I wanted to show up.
Okay. I'll show the show the stream the
Look at my new squishy.
It's a new squishy. You're done.
Okay, that's all I wanted.
I'll let you know if he ends up joining.
And then I can show him my new squishy.
There you go. Alright, so like Alphino's stupid, so he's gonna sound like Kermit the Frog for like the rest of the thing. Lohi, do you have some time to talk? No, I'm just kidding. But I'm halfway tempted. I still have a sore spot around Alphino. Alright. Lohi, do you have time to talk?
Well, it's a good thing he's going to be a healer. At least that's what the trailer showed.
I would like to gather everyone in Dawn's Respite and together assess the situation in which we find ourselves. Oh, right, already a cutscene? I like this game.
I'll be back.
Oh, man. I gotta read this crap, too. Alright. Alright, let us take stock of the facts. We're taking stock of the facts, shall we? The crisis at hand began with the sudden appearance of the ominous towers in a multitude of locations throughout the world. I like that we're doing a recap. This is fantastic. We have since learned that said structures were brought into being by an organization known as the Telophoroi. The Telophoroi's stated purpose is to recreate the final days of eons past, an apocalyptic event that would result in the destruction of all we hold dear. Already, have these towers of theirs been the cause of untold suffering? Sorry, it took me a minute to finish. Countless innocents kidnapped and imprisoned, their faith perverted for primal summonings. And unless we find a way to deal with the corruptive aura surrounding the spires, we can't even get close enough to rescue anyone. Those, excuse me. It doesn't help that I'm coming down with something, just something a little. Those shielded with the blessing of light seem able to resist being tempered at least. Yeah, we cheat. But after what happened to Urnvald and Fordola, we have been very, very careful about how we proceed. Hey, Kat, do you happen to have any water with you?
Yeah.
Could I just have a quick swig of that water?
But I'm trying to get up the staircase while lagging.
Are you lagging?
I'm lagging.
I'm sorry. Do you know what the ping was for the server?
Fucking fuck! Get off of me, you fucking tiger! Goddamn! Yeah, I know, but I'm lagging.
Did you happen to see?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, while she's busy. Yet while these threats close to home are paramount concern, we mustn't lose sight of the situation in Garlemald.
There's a tax for that.
There's a tax for that?
Mm-hmm.
What's the tax?
What do you think?
I don't know, like $250? I don't really got money. I didn't get paid shit.
It's all right.
Ew, Cootie. Oh, don't
You're
hurt me.
about to drink out of my water bottle. the water so I can have it back.
I inhaled my own hair.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
I mean, with his hair, it should be a bit surprising. With my hair, not so much.
What's with the hint of mango?
I don't know, but I like it. I put juice in it a while ago.
I recommend, for those of you that like surviving, getting some water or hydration of any kind. Sponsored
Why'd
by
you wanna
water.
talk? This is the first water you've drunk in how long?
Yesterday?
Oh shit, you are drinking water.
I forgot.
Flavored water though, because you're a baby.
No, because it's delicious and you're jealous. You're just mad that my water is good tasting and your water is just tasting. Oh yeah, I never showed. No one's here to see it unless if people are here to see it. If you were here to see it, look, I painted my nails. I'm a pretty butterfly. That being said, they're already chipping. And like this one's just gone. Like that didn't last that long at all. Alright. As you know, the Telophoroi are under the leadership of Fandaniel, that's right, that guy, and one other delightful fellow, Xenos Galvus, the crown prince and our dear friend. Hey, so we are friends. I knew we were best friends. I knew us and Xenos besties forever. And I'm pulling my own cord out. To date, he's reclaimed his old body, murdered Emperor Varus, and plunged Garlemald into an even darker pit of chaos because he's just our bestie. That sounds like our bestie. The capital has probably seen the worst of it for a good while there, so it it saw the bloodiest fighting in the War of Succession, but that has since changed in troubling ways. Yeah, I kind of wish that there was just more with Varus than there was. Oh, Cat.
Hello?
Cat. Hold up.
Is it gonna do the echo thing now?
Oh, I don't know, but I recommend going to a different party. I don't want to kick you out, but if you and Jamie are going to be playing a different game, I didn't want to talk over you guys as you talk over me.
I can understand. So, there's that echo.
Sorry. This makes for a good stream. I kick out my own girlfriend. That's what I should have changed the name to. Final Fantasy Endwalker. Let's kick out our girlfriend. That would be the... Don't hurry. Stop standing up. Go back. Don't hurt me. I'm fragile.
Yeah, I know you are.
And emotional.
Yeah, I know you are.
I didn't do anything
Squishies
wrong.
make a good weapon.
No, they don't. They hurt. I'm fragile.
I know, you poor thing.
Alright. Now, before I was rudely interrupted, gotta put on my Thancred voice. I couldn't voice Thancred. I'm not very confident in my voice acting capability, but I would not cast me to voice Thancred in any fucking capacity. The capital has probably seen the worst of it. For a good while there, it saw the bloodiest fighting in the War of Succession, but that has since changed in troubling ways. But Uriandre would be fun to voice. During our reconnaissance, the air was not once rent by the barking of cannons or the cries of discord. 'Twas an eerie fog of silence which did blanket the ruined city. The inhabitants appeared to have been tempered, and with nary a word spoken did they labor to transform the palace into a soaring edifice born of nightmares. God, Urianje is fantastic. If they were indeed made thralls, there we go. Sorry about that, you stole it. It seems safe to assume that these events too were orchestrated by the Telophoroi.
Hello?
Your mic might be muted, Cat. I don't know.
An army of primals is awful enough, but in light of recent developments, I fear it is only the prelude to an even greater catastrophe. We need to devise a means to counter this threat, and quickly, before our allies are overwhelmed. We will find a way in Charlene, I'm sure of it. Master Hachafon, or Farachinaus. Friggin', that's Alphino's last name, I think. But I don't know it. Wait, hold on. Fortunate's comments regarding the final day's recruit. Oh wait, no, it is. It's his dad. Okay. Say the least, the forum knows more than it is letting on. Yeah, probably. Sorry to interrupt. Tatari. We've just received word from Mistress Krill. She says the arrangements for your visit have been finalized. You are to head to Limsa and board the next ship bound for Charlene. I have been so excited to go to Charlene, and yet I didn't go when it came to, like, as soon as Endwalker dropped. I didn't freaking play Endwalker. I played a bunch of other stuff, and then I started getting back into streaming. But I didn't play Endwalker, and I've been waiting to go to Charlene for so long. Just like I'm waiting to...
When Endwalker dropped, there was like a 4,000 player waiting queue.
Yeah, that is also true. There was a pretty...
That's where I haven't played Endwalker yet.
It became pretty bad. It's like there is just so much that I've been waiting to explore. And on arrival, present yourself as associates of the student of Valdesian. Come to assist with the order's restoration. The Valdesian Order? Ooh! That could be cool if we actually get, like, side quests to do that. I might need to readjust the music. I'm not sure how. I guess I could just hit my thing and see how well I come out. It is pretty loud, so I might need to adjust some music, and I'll sit a little bit closer to make sure I can be heard. The arrangements may be settled, but what are your thoughts? They must race at the prospect of returning home after so long. I am eager to see it, of course. We should set off at once. Alright, let's do it. Do it. Then I'll accompany you to the docks. You need at least one person there to wave and cry and wish you a safe journey. This is valid. Specifically, they need to say arrivederci if Tom and Jerry is to be believed, which it is. These are facts of life. Okay. It's like I wonder
how many of the viewers will actually know Tom and Jerry.
I think everyone. I think Tom and Jerry is just the thing that you are just born knowing. You've seen every episode. I'd like to believe that. That is what I choose to believe about this world.
I honestly cannot say if I've actually seen every episode or not.
I probably haven't. If I'm being
Probably
honest.
not.
It's like, I mean, God only. But it always felt like, when it came to Tom and Jerry, it always felt like reruns.
They did end up getting a pod at one point, I believe, and a few movies.
Yes. And actually one recent, too. I think one movie came back. Yeah, I think a movie came back like a couple years back.
Cool.
I think it was another one where they talk in it, too. I think.
That's not okay.
Why is that not okay?
Tom sometimes spoke in the episodes. It was very rare.
Yeah, I mean, like if we're being honest, technically they speak a lot because like they would just have the voices of like a thing though. Okay, so let me adjust my sound real quick as I continue to get distracted. We're gonna bring down my music, even though I just brought it all the way up. We're gonna bring down my sound effect too. That doesn't need to be loud. I was just afraid that my music was a little too quiet. I want people to hear it. As long as I don't get third-party strikes. Don't play with me, I doubt Final Fantasy would be like that. I mean, it was Star Wars music. I should have known
Star Wars
better.
Game.
I mean, that is valid. It is from a Star Wars game.
We were playing the game, though.
Well, I mean, the thing...
I feel like it's just Disney being petty, or EA, or whoever. Probably EA.
It's probably everyone. Oh, yeah, it's probably EA. It was probably EA. EA was probably grasping onto that little technicality right that they had. It's like, what? I could get butthurt over this? Then I shall. My butt will be so sore, it will rival that of the pain of scorching suns in a safari. I will know only the pain of being butthurt by the gods. My butt will be so raw. I don't know. It just seems like a year. I need to see if I have anything else to drink. I'm sorry, camera. Tick, tick. Let's see. What is this? No, that's super stale. That's like a couple weeks old stale. I got a can of pop right in here. Here we go. Here, no, I mean it's a can of water. Still sponsored by water. Drink it, or
I mean, if you want me to come in there and beat you, I will.
you'll die.
Well, it sounds like Jamie's getting threatened. Again.
Maybe, probably. Most likely.
Probably deserves it. Probably made a comment or something.
Alright. So we need to sail. So we need to go to Limsa. Okay, so I don't like the cost of teleporting. I don't like its upscale.
That's okay. You'll usually make more than you will end up spending.
That is true. How much am I supposed to get from this mission? See, I wish it would. I could have swore that would take me to the journal, and then I would click on the journal.
Certain ones will take you to journal entries, some won't.
Yes.
The thing on the top left corner will take you to the map.
Yeah. Let's see. Where is it in my journal, though? Is it just no longer in the journal? What the heck is going on here? Would it be in Mordona? No, it should technically be in Limsa thing. Yeah, I'm not even seeing it in the journal. Jeez. And I'm supposed to get a reward from this? There we go. Oh, it was in the Rising Stones. I'm done. Okay. So, no, see, I'm only gonna get, like, over 1,000 gil. Just a little bit over 1,000 gil. And I about guarantee it. Okay, if I went straight to Limsa, that would be, like, half of it. So I might just go to the Mist to reduce that cost a little bit. I'm just not a fan of things being over 1,000. It's like... I prefer ESOs to where you unlock wave things, which would be the giant crystals, and if you teleport at a giant crystal, it cuts the cost. Why can't we do that? I'd be super down for that.
I still don't understand why it costs you to teleport in general.
I understand. Like if I were to incorporate like a lore thing, I like to think of it as a component. And considering all of matter consists of like crystals and shit, I imagine that Gil is technically no different.
Honestly, though, I mean, I feel like an amount of gil, the small price to pay for not having to walk across countries like Thancred has to.
Another thing about it is like it doesn't even like come into play with like the story all that much though. You know, like you see teleporting, sure, but you don't see the swiftness that it provides that much in the story. So it's kind of because like sometimes you still need to worry about the journey from to and fro kind of thing. Okay, go. It's like I'm not necessarily asking it for it to be free, but like if we could I could reduce it a little bit better.
I think there's ways you can teleport for free, but I don't know if you're able to get them without special circumstances.
Smog was mentioning that there's like more ticket-related stuff.
Yeah, you can get Aetherite tickets, but I think the main ones you can get are for the grand companies.
I guess that's not too bad. That would be a good start. Because
they gave out a bunch a while back.
I know that you can get them through seals. I think. Maybe. Can't remember.
Yeah, you can get the ones for your grand company through seals.
Okay, so I got a. I might. Since I'm going to Charlene, I might switch to my Gunbreaker. Cause like, I like my Charlene field researcher outfit thing that I'm doing. I like it a lot. So I'm kind of feeling it. So we'll wear the hood as we do the journey, but I think we'll take it off when we're in the city. Ooh, let me talk to everyone.
I'd recommend not wearing the hood during the journey.
Oh, why?
Most of it, effectively, the main part of the cutscene, I believe, will be in the hold of a boat. I can't remember exactly, but I want to say you're not going to be outside for most of the cutscene.
Okay, then that's fair.
I can't remember entirely. I can only remember parts.
Sea travel can be tedious, but I don't mind. 'Tis a rare experience for most Ishgardians. And then Graha's up his fucking face. I never thought the day would come when I would be sailing home again. It's always, I just cut you off, sorry about that. Always seemed to be so far away. Even though it's like closer than most of the places we've been going. I shudder to think what manner of truth awaiteth us beyond the indigo deep. Still more do I tread the prospect of discussion long overdue.
Don't forget, Carl, he was asleep for like a century or so.
Yeah, but like he never went home before that.
Fair enough.
Contrary to what you might think, this will be like going home for me. Actually, it would be interesting to know. Well, see that they have so much room to play with when it comes to the first, especially after the stuff with Eden. Since it's like a shot-for-shot remake of the landscape, like biomes of oh god, no, it's not the three continents. Pretty much the world of Heidelin is the exact same in terms of landscape wise on like a technicality scale. It just looks completely different, right? And then after the stuff with Eden, it has so much potential to explore all that. But the funny thing is, we still haven't even explored all of Heidelin that we're on. We've been to an entirely different world, and apparently in this expansion we're going to the moon before we're seeing the other two continents. Like, we're finally going to Charlayan, which is just an island to the north. It's technically still part of Eorzea. And then we also get to go to Thavnir, which is just an island to the east, but we've already been to Othard, which is even further east. Like, there are so many places we probably should have already been, but we just weren't. But, as Sacred was saying, contrary to what you might think, this will be like going home for me as well. Well, no, duh, you all got the frickin'... Yeah, you've lived a good chunk of your lives here. I may have learned how to survive in Limzo, but it was Charlayan where I was taught, quite restlessly I might add, the skills to properly live. Okay, that's interesting. Alpha, no. Okay, something in my chat just said, who wants 500k? No.
I don't know.
Everyone's saying me in the show. I probably shouldn't play that game. I said it first, Pog. Okay. Though a part of me looks forward to returning home, I've not forgotten that my father stripped us of our privileges, of our family name. I hope it doesn't cause trouble with the officials upon our arrival. And then, Alicia? What a grim reason to bring you to Charlayan. Not much to be done about it, I suppose, but I would have liked to give you a grand tour under happier circumstances. God, Elise, I would have taken you up on all of that. I'm so excited about going. Istola? I might have lived in Master Matoya's cave for a good part of my life, but even for me, the thought of returning to Charlayan is quite exciting. I can hardly imagine how it is for the others who lived most of their lives there. And Tataru, let us be on our way. Everyone's here, which is good, because I've already paid for your passage, and the fee is non-refundable. The ship for Charlayan should be pulling into port soon, so please, if... Oh, wait. Crap. Well, I guess I'm wearing my hood. I forgot to take it off.
Oh, well.
I haven't actually seen many cutscenes with my hood on, so... That being said, on my PlayStation 5, on my 4K TV, I love the details of my outfit. It doesn't look as grainy. It's got a higher resolution. Oh my god, I wish it was on my PlayStation 5 right now. Oh my god. I like it. I love it. I love it. It's so good. But I love my outfit. I love my outfit overall. I'm so happy with it.
They've almost finished loading our cargo.
Oh.
We should be ready to depart right on schedule.
I remember your
So
character
I'm
is
told.
very excellent at looking very creepy.
Excellent. 'Tis nice to have a smooth beginning to one's journey, at the very least.
How do I... This is not what I wanted. That is not what I wanted. That is what I wanted. How do I get rid of that? Oh my god. How do I get rid of it?
If you're trying to get rid of the chat square.
Oh. Damn it! How is that the... Well, I skipped the cutscene because I am terrible at playing games.
Probably should have done like something before stream to get back in the hang of it.
Oh, it would have taken me forever. Oh, okay.
What?
We're in the boat.
Okay.
Oh wait, I might not have skipped it. I might not have skipped it now.
You might have, but it might have just gone to like the next cutscene, because sometimes when it's in sequence like that.
Well, I had set it up for auto play.
Ah.
I am so glad I kept my hood on.
The day has barely dawned, my fellow earlier riser.
I mean, I was, laying there in full armor,
Though
so...
we're hardly alone in that. Envious of those still sleeping soundly, no doubt. Called out to you, you say? I've heard nothing myself.
1 sec, King. I'll address you in a minute.
In any case, I dare say the sea air will do you good.
Is this someone
Why
else
not
I
join the
know,
others
or
on
is
deck?
this someone you don't only know?
Charlian should be coming into view at any moment.
I'm not good with online games.
After so long, and we're finally here, feeling and seeing her.
My voice yet reaches you. I am glad. Hear, feel, think. And thus do we meet face to face at last. My warrior of light, guided by the crystal.
I mean, she's awkwardly tall, but she's kind of adorable. Jesus Christ! You just go full savage! I trust your words no longer, mother!
You could guess what I went with.
Did you trust her words no longer, Shane?
Correct.
I'm not gonna go with that. What happened?
She said I understand.
Oh my god, that's so sad!
Oh yeah, she was very cool about the fact that I pretty much outright told her I didn't trust her.
After your sojourn in the First, I believe you have your answer. You have gained an understanding of what I truly am, what Heidelin has always been, a primal.
And that's what and understanding that allowed me to...
Zodiac was created to forestall the apocalypse which threatened the ancient world. And I was brought forth to bind him. Yet 7 times now, those who would orchestrate a return to that bygone era have rejoined a shard to the god I had sundered. The greater his strength grows, the swifter does mine own diminish. The power to draw your mind into the rift betwixt is no longer mine to wield. Yet though it taxes me sorely, I dare not leave these words unsaid. Even bereft of my guidance, you and your companions have accepted the burden of this star's troubled past. A conjunction has begun to form, an intertwining of your time and mine. Wheels shudder and turn. Conflict looms. Monumental. Which will decide the fate of this world and all life upon it. When you truly understand what is at stake, and your journey has prepared you to surmount the insurmountable, then shall I honor the promise made in another time, another age.
Cast your peepers to the fore, folks. Charlian's just over yonder.
I will not keep you further. Your traveler's heart must yearn to behold this unfamiliar land. We shall meet again, and soon.
what a fine morning. Oh, still a bit stiff, though.
And a good morning to you, too. Taken a look at the island already?
Then let's go. Let's go! Might still be room in the prow if we're lucky.
As most of Final Fantasy, this cutscene gave me more questions than answers.
The sleepers have arisen.
How it works.
There she is. Good old Charlian.
Oh, I see it.
I don't! I just see your stupid face! There it is.
Home. Home at last. Well, maybe not in Father's eyes. But we'll manage on our own, if we must.
You do know you're not alone in this, don't you?
Indeed. 'Tis as Sir Estinian saith. Forget not the comrades who boarded this ship at your side.
We have so many Elizons. Half as many Makote,
Thank you, my
or
friends.
almost as many
We
Makote,
are
and
ever
one
grateful
Thancred.
for your steadfast support.
The race.
Upon arrival, we will be disembarking into the heart of Charlian proper.
For my group, it was pretty much Ellison supremacy.
There is no greater concentration of wisdom in all the world.
I mean, I guess if you want to,
I am confident
count both
that somewhere
Alize and
within
Alphinaud
that
as a full
center of
Ellison.
knowledge and learning, we will find the answers we seek.
I love how the cutscene went from the original ARR music intro thing for the cutscene thing, for the, for the cinema, into the Endwalker intro cutscene cinematic music. I love how it did that. That was pretty classy.
Charlian, the solitary island nation of the northern seas.
It's for
Where under the watchful gaze of Thaliak, patron deity of scholars, academics hoard all manner of knowledge and secrets. Once, they deigned to accept foreign students into a distant colony maintained in the Dravanian hinterlands. How swiftly they abandoned it once the first Garlean boot set hostile foot on Alamegan soil.
I want my tattoos. Let me
So
go to your
averse
school.
to the prosecution of war, these men of wisdom, your would-be allies.
Northern Empty, Old Charlayan. I have made it.
I thought they'd never let us off the ship. What's next, then? Entry
Only
applications?
took you how many years?
Hopefully they find no cause to deny us.
Hasn't Charlian all but severed relations with foreign powers? Those of us without direct ties, myself included, may be refused outright.
'Tis true that, as a nation, Charlian only forms trade agreements with a select few neutral countries. But from a practical standpoint, an island cannot afford to be overly strict with its borders.
Valid.
Especially not if that island's people are wholly devoted to the accumulation of knowledge.
Also valid.
If one submits the proper paperwork, with satisfactory evidence of identity and intent, then foreigners may be granted entry.
May.
Quite. So let us be absolutely clear on these points before we proceed. The immigration officer will ask for your affiliation and your purpose of visit. Considering Sharlayan's views on intervention, I strongly suggest we avoid any mention of the Scions.
Oh, there goes that idea.
Kral has laid the groundwork for us to act as associates of the students of Baldessian, and our ostensible reason for being here is to aid in their order's restoration.
Okay.
Grahatir, it might expedite our progress should an actual student be seen at the head of our little group. Would you mind leading the way?
Of course. The immigration officers were this way, as I recall. Shall we? Greetings. We've just arrived and are eager to make our way into the city. Would you be so kind as to process our entry applications?
King, if you're still there, I am so sorry. I didn't expect this to take so long.
Certainly. I see by your mark you are an Archon.
I want to be an Archon.
I am. Grahatir of the Students of Baldessian at your service.
Hold on, before you go, tell me who you are.
I was assigned to an Eorzean survey team, but have returned to assist with the reformation of my order. My associates here will provide additional support.
Very good. I have paperwork detailing your group and its scheduled arrival
While
for
you're
today.
still here, King, we try to stream Wednesdays. Sometimes we can't, but we're usually.
And it seems some
we're usually
few
pretty
of
good
your
about it.
companions are also.
Oh, okay. Okay.
If you step forward, we can process those applications.
Yeah,
first.
Isaac's been hanging out with us too.
Ishtola rule.
Yeah, we typically try to stream on Wednesdays, and on occasion, me and Carl, or just Carl, will stream randomly throughout the week.
See how it glows. That list is etherically linked with the citizen registry kept in the main repository.
I've confirmed your status as Archons and amended your travel records accordingly. Welcome home. Now, who do we have here?
Yep. Catch you next time. Have a good night.
Later.
Alphino Leveilleur.
And Alizé Leveilleur.
Your applications have also been approved. Having said that,
Uh-oh.
the streets are abuzz with talk of how House Leveilleur's lord disowned his young progeny.
So, do we have to go with a different name?
And while such personal circumstances constitute no reason to deny you entry, I urge you to avoid exacerbating your present situation. Times are quite troubled enough already.
Freaking fence.
We shall keep that in mind.
These last two are not Sharlayan natives, but you will find their credentials are in order. An application was made in advance.
Yeah! Me and Estinian.
Name and occupation?
Can I choose? Oh, we get choices! We get choices!
What are you gonna choose with?
Okay, so, Lohi Dusk, Adventurer by Trade, the Lohi Dusk Artisan, and Lohi Dusk Champion of Eorzea. Shit!
I went with Adventurer, so.
I mean, like, it's like normally I would, but I do have pretty decent crafting stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say all three of those fit for you. For me, there's only the two, and I'm definitely not going to go around announcing myself as champion or something.
I'll just, yeah, I wouldn't either. I never really felt right by that. I'm gonna do...
Just pretend you're Val Calzamore.
Val Calzamore mentioned he was like everything... Well, he would be champion of all the things that don't even fucking matter, though. That's how he champions. Like... We'll do adventure about trade. Because I like adventuring. I've been wanting to come here.
An adventurer? Well, I suppose that is considered a valid calling in your native Eorzea. And it does indeed match the profile provided. You may enter.
Should have done artisan, see what happens.
And you, sir?
Estinian Valeno, formerly of the Order of the Knights Dragoon in Ishgard.
Formally, at least. And what, pray tell, is your profession now?
Slayer of Lalafell.
If you'll allow me... My associate is a mercenary, hired for his strength at arms. Surely you are aware of the dangers we often face on our forays into the wilderness.
Mistress Baldessian, if you insist on sponsoring his entry, then so be it. But while I appreciate that desperate times call for desperate measures, I find your choice of company concerning. Be advised that even a single misstep may have severe repercussions for your organization.
I have every confidence in my chosen company, dear and trusted comrades that they are. But I thank you for your concern.
So it's twine, hardened leather, and steel reinforcement for saddles for cavalry.
Croyle! It is good to see you.
Likewise. Long voyage notwithstanding, you will seem none the worse for wear. There is much to discuss, but this is hardly the place. Let's be on our way, shall we?
Let us. Leaf.
Oh!
Uh-oh.
Welcome, friends, to Sharlayan.
Oh.
As your mercenary, I should hope my welcome includes a generous salary.
Well, I had to say something, Sir Taciturn.
Okay, now that I am in town, let's go ahead and take that off. Alright, let's talk to everyone real quick. I am unaccustomed to fabricating lies on demand. Why should it matter how I earn my living? Here we are at last, the great city of Sharlayan. You may have noticed some similarities with the Crystarium, yes? In fact, Oh, but we really should let Krill have her say first. We can continue this conversation another time. And it never was. You are doubtlessly eager to take in the sights. Not to worry, Lohi. The city is not like the vanish before we finish our discussion. Fine. I was... See, she knew me. She knew me too well. Even allowing the years I've spent in the first past here in the blink of an eye, the city feels untouched by my time. Or by time. Allow me to extend unto thee my warmest welcome, Lohi. May the wisdom of my homeland aid us in our endeavors. I'm fine. Honestly, better to be waved through with a stern warning than be denied an entry after all. This was an awkward as this was as awkward as expected. Still, we're here now, and that's all that matters. I'm glad I spotted your ship coming into port. The officers are born bureaucrats and sticklers for detail. In any case, you may relax and take a moment to get your land legs back. Alright, let's go ahead and get that real quick. Let me switch to Summoner real quick, and then I'm going to go ahead and use that, so that way I have a better weapon. Okay. I'll take it. Alright, that was like about 10, actually I think it was, oh my god!
What?
Hey guys, purple flowers and butterflies.
What?
And it does a little chime. Okay, so my book before was this thing of pure dark hatred and evil energy. Was my book before. Right? And then for updating my whoops. Okay, yeah, this is the book I just got. And then as you open it, it's a little chime that goes bring. And it's glowing purple with a butterfly on it. It'd be fine if it was like my scholar, cause like they do the fairies, but it doesn't.
Bring it through. Unless one is inside which way.
Oh.
Triangle. Or scroll up that way.
Oh, like.
One.
One.
One is each one.
We could probably party up to make it easier.
No. I might be muted. Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just do that. Because that's not going to hurt nothing.
Yeah, most likely not.
Alright. Now I need to switch back real quick. But that was definitely a big chunk. My summoner needed it. I haven't been giving summoner much love. It wasn't until this remake to where I have fun playing the class. Before I had issues playing it because it was so similar to me to Scholar to where I would get confused what buttons did what. But we're gonna stick with my Gunbreaker just because I feel like they fit the aesthetic. Okay, so I will be getting a 515 armor. I'll just play it by ear with these 4 classes. Right.
Still in instance 2. How do I change instance?
Oh shoot! Nope. Let me turn that off. Excuse me.
Oh, that did nothing.
Okay, so let me go back into the log. So Krill just said I had thought to launch directly into the explanation of what I've learned and how we might proceed. But this is Lohi and Istinian's first time in Trelane, and for the rest of you, a homecoming long overdue. We must have places you wish to visit and people you're dying to see. Therefore, I propose we postpone our agenda so that you all have sufficient time to recover from your journey and get your bearings in the city. Once you settle in, we can reconvene at the Baldessian Annex. How does that sound? 'Tis a fine suggestion. We may not be welcomed at the Levior estate as such, but I should like to know around the neighborhood all the same. I am equally untethered, as it were. There is no particular place that my kin call home. Still, I would not pass up an opportunity to reacquaint myself with the city. Likewise, a quick tour of old haunts might even yield some useful gossip. Right? The annex was west of the Aetherite Plaza, wasn't it? I shall join you there anon. Yes, we'll see you there. I too have places I would be remiss in not visiting forthwith. By thy leave. By thy leave. What of you, Estinian? My services as a guide are yours for the asking. That won't be necessary. Until we reconvene, I prefer to wander as the wind takes me. But I could... Oh. Well, Haraha, would you like to join us then? You've been gone for quite a while, and this would be the perfect way to refresh those dusty old memories of yours. Oh, of course, if you will have me. Come, Lohi, Charlayan awaits. Alright. So, how much of a tour is this going to actually end up being?
It might take a few minutes.
Like, are you just going to, is it going to be a cutscene thing, or are you going to actually walk me around?
We'll actually walk around.
Okay, then we'll do that. After you, my friend, I am more than content to follow your lead. Okay, Graha is now accompanying you. Keep him at your side in order to proceed with the quest objectives. You can leave Graha behind by entering a different area using the Aethernet, or by putting too much distance between you. You can also speak with Graha and select the option to part ways. If you wish to have Graha accompany you again, return and speak with him at the original location. While Graha is accompanying you, next try speaking with Krill. Wait. Oh my god. You know, the funny thing is, this is like something that like all other Final Fantasy games do religiously, and like a lot of other MMOs do, but it's like, finally. Alright, all set, then let us be on our way. Our first stop, amusing enough, will be the last stand. It is a cafe at the west side of the harbor. Krill is also now accompanying you. Lead the two companions to the last stand and speak with Krill at the destination location. While you are accompanied, you may encounter conversation points along the way. Oh my god, fun. On additional topics. Enter the glowing areas and speak with your quest companions to initiate these bonus conversations. Enjoy your exploration around, exploring your surroundings together. Alright, that's fun. Okay, so first off, I'd like to get to this Aetherite. Hold on, let me zoom out far enough so, like, I don't know if they get near a conversation point if I see it, so I just want to make sure I can see it.
They'll end up having me walk by the Aetherite.
Oh, wait. But this is how conversation points work. Got it. So I guess discuss the storage facility? With all the unusual wares coming and going at all hours, I expect the assistance of an intrepid adventurer would be highly appreciated. I see no reason why you couldn't undertake any tasks which pique your interest. You have been cleared by the immigration officials, after all. I look forward to the day your name is celebrated in Charlayan the same way it is celebrated in Eorzea. Discuss it with Krill. They call this place the Peristyle, and it is the first stop for cargo unloaded at the docks. You'll find the unusual necessities for daily living and other imports vital to running an island nation, but also supplies that further Charlayan's pursuit of knowledge, namely large quantities of books, specimens, and samples. Sorting these stacks certainly seemed to keep the attendants busy. So there was also like a regular talk option. I am grateful to have Curl's help in reacquainting myself with this place. It's almost as if I'm seeing it all with new eyes as you are. And then, Curl, come on, let's head to the cafe. It may not seem so at a glance, but the last stand is actually a very important part of the city. Are you saying it may not seem so as a cafe, or it may not seem so like it might not look like a cafe?
From what I understand of like how things work in Charlotte, from stuff like right before the end of the Shadowbringers patches, they don't put a lot of time in for food.
Yeah, I kind of figured they probably don't care much about anything outside of knowledge. Alright, so there looks like there's another point here. Okay. This is a sight one could hardly forget. The great statue of Thaliak. Hey, that's my god! As a student of Beldessian, I was usually quartered on an Isle of Vol, but I would gaze upon the scholar's wise features every time I returned by ship to the city. And then scroll. The path leading out toward the sea is called the Thaliak Stoa, so named after the statue of the scholar which stands at its end. As you know, the Charlayan people prize the accumulation of wisdom above all else. Thus, when Thaliak was chosen as the patron deity, it was more of a matter of pragmatism than belief and alignment of principles, as it were. We may have honored him with a rather impressive sculpture, yes, but our faith is not so restrictive as that of, say, the Ishgardians. Individual Charlayans can and do worship the divines of their choosing. Oh, I see.
It's not that far away though. We could easily run it.
Okay. I'm not seeing any over there, and that looks like the main thing, so this might just be it.
I'll be fine. I can run that distance in 2 standing orders. I'll be fine. And then I can have the rhino follow me. And you can ride the
And here we are, the last stand. Oh. Darn, I'm facing the wrong direction. Wait, hold on. Is it because of... No, I stopped. It's because I'm in a conversation. I may have mentioned this before, but although our research into nutrition and food preparations is quite extensive, the average Charlayan tends to regard seasoning and flavor with a certain indifference. How can I put it? The food is, it's bland. As encapsulated by our infamous Archon loaf. The prevailing sentiment towards cuisines is dietary value first and taste a distant second. There was one pupil at the stadium, however, who could stomach the school's insipid meals no longer, so he quit his lessons and poured all his savings into building a proper eatery. And so the last stand came to be. It is the name... It is, as the name implies, the sole dedicated outpost of fine dining in Charlayan. The one and only bastion of the culinary arts in an isle of otherwise mediocre fare. I seem to recall their burger being hailed as one of the most impressive items on the menu. Not that I've ever had the pleasure of eating one myself. Because you were a typical Charlayan when it came to cheap and convenient raha, but surely Tataru has since taught you how to appreciate a well-prepared dish. We should all stop in when time permits and sample the cafe's delights. Shall we press on? The stairs to the side of the cafe. Right there. Okay, so this must be the cafe.
Yep.
They'll say. The cafe here is to die for, but one cannot look past their charming tea set. I recommend you order both. Dickin. Welcome to The Last Stand. As the final and some say only bastion of fine dining in Charlayan, we guarantee a quality culinary experience found nowhere else in the city.
I like how, since I'm part of the stream as well, I can see where my character's at on my screen and where the character's at in the stream. On my screen, I'm right next to you. On the stream, I'm not even on the screen.
I like the... I'm gonna be honest, this place reminds me of Athens from Odyssey. Like... And I like it.
Don't forget to link to the Aetherite Shrine if you haven't.
Right. Oh, right. I gotta look at that thing too. I like looking at the Aetherites, like how they differ for the different areas and stuff. This one was clearly sculpted with with precision. They were after very specific shapes, very specific cuts. Look at this. Look at this coil. They were after like the art of it too. It's very unique, especially in comparison to the other ones. All right. An unusual shape, isn't it? I was just talking about that. I assure you, however, it is perfectly functional aetherite. Remember to attune yourself before we move on. Now, the way you're saying that makes me feel like they weren't after a specific shape, and they're just like, screw it, this thing, which wouldn't be surprising. Does make me wonder how often they even use it. Now, being the diligent tour guide that I am, I shall make mention of the Confluence, a research facility located on this very plaza. Its much vaunted discoveries are the reason Charlayan stands at the forefront of teleportation technology. Okay, nope, I stand corrected. They clearly were putting a lot of artistic value into it, along with their study into what it can do. In deciphering the underlying principles of Alagan Aetherites, it allowed us to understand the reconstruction was what was essentially a lost art. And off we go to our next destination. Our path leads northeast to the Agora, Charlayan's largest marketplace. Ooh, that reminds me. I need to see if my retainer sold the item I was trying to sell. Okay, so I want us to go that way, and let's see if I see anything else along the way. It doesn't look like it. Oh, here we go. Oh wait, yep, there's a thing right there. I'll look at that here in a sec. That's an interesting coat. What would the male... Is there a male version of this coat? What would that look like? Try on? There is a male version of this coat. Wait. Naturally, kind of reminds me of this one blue mage coat that I saw. I don't look too shabby. Fancy. Alright. It said she was still selling it, so someone probably undercut me. Oh, they dropped quite a bit. And the last one that was sold was in the 600s, too. Dang it. We've all dropped quite a bit. I'ma just undercut that one by like one. I'm just trying to get mine sold as far as I'm concerned. 4.9? Okay. You know what? That's a fine number right there. Alright, yep. Good enough. Get it sold, Delolo. Get it sold. I see another outfit that I might want to check out. Try out. That's not too bad. It has potential to be something that I would like. Okay. I got distracted. Oh, I'm getting more distracted. Try. Oh, wait, that's trade. I did not want to trade with them. Examine. That kind of looks similar. I'm guessing it's the healer version.
If you climb the aqueduct and walk a lap around it,
It's not too bad. I'm getting too distracted by what people are wearing. What's that person wearing all the way over there? Examine. His dragoon. Oh, that's that one outfit. I think I've seen that before. Alright. Enough distractions. Alright, what do you guys say about this thing I just walked up to? Oh, it's a bookstall? These little open-air bookstalls are so uniquely Charnelian. I'd always thought them a common sight until I visited other nations. Yeah, see, other places don't care about book learning. That being said, I kind of like it. Do you mind if I browse the shelves for a moment? There might be some hidden gems I have yet read. Only a moment. How optimistic. Feel free to browse all you like, but we won't wait around for you. Perhaps I'll return later.
I just realized that that Elzen that's up there also has white hair and purple eyes.
This one?
Yeah, I think their eyes are purple. I didn't get a good look.
Oh. They're pink.
Close enough.
Meanwhile, I just, like, intruded on their personal space. Okay, so let's check out the shop real quick, like. I just kind of want to see, like, the first... Oh my god, I'm still not used to Reaper being a class, despite the fact you've been running around behind me for the past while.
If I'd have trained my Sage, I'd probably run around as that since you're running your Gunbreaker.
No, it's about right, because we want to get to that lane.
I'm getting distracted by things that I'm seeing. And I'm not done getting distracted. Okay, so let's check out this spending outfit. Oh, that looks like the one set. Oh wait, I remember the one set. Just ever so slightly different.
Yeah, pretty much all the gear that I've seen in this is stuff that existed already.
Yeah, just slightly different.
Yeah.
Then again, it is like the first area, so like I suppose it's not too surprising. And of course, the magic and the casting and the healing just look dumb in comparison to all the freaking cool stuff you just looked at. In comparison, tool supplier. All right. All right. Welcome to Agora, where you can find wares made in Charlayan, as well as a wide selection of imported goods. They also used to sell questionable prototypes from the various research institutes, but I think that practice has thankfully died out, for the most part. Otherwise, I can think of no better place to stock up on your next big adventure. Am I overselling it? On a more serious note, the next stop on our tour is one which has particular relevance to our ultimate purpose. We must head back to the Aether Plaza, follow the path north, and climb the stairs up to that imposing building at the very top. That building does look pretty imposing. I imagine they're having us go this way, maybe.
I think they wanted you to go up the center stairs.
Oh, they wanted me to double back?
Yeah, because I heard you mention today something about go back to the A-Drive model.
Oh yeah, I guess that would entail me being, because like I wanna, if there's like the talky things, I wanna check out the talky things. So back here. So if I came this way, and I went this way, I'm not seeing any talky things. Here's a talky thing. Okay. Oh, I'm in chat. Hi there. Okay. I just hid you. Stay hidden. Okay. Discuss water features. These little decorative features are typical of Charlayan architect. Aside from the research wing, our headquarters on the Isle of Val were rather simple and rustic by comparison. This is the Nympharium, an area dedicated to the blessing of water. For Charlayans, water represents more than a life-sustaining liquid. It is a reminder of the Great Flood, which precipitated I don't know, the birth of our nation, as well as the symbol of knowledge which flows from Thaliak's divine ewer. This is the reason you see an abundance of foundations throughout the city and a propensity for utilizing water as a decorative feature in our architecture. Alright.
Paying more attention to my screen than the stream. There's that delay after all.
Yeah, there is a delay. Okay, so there was a girl down there named, like, Crystal something, and there's a guy up here named Athilas, and, like, I keep thinking, like, they're, like, just on the nose, like, I keep thinking, like, he's the Aetherite guy, and she's the Crystal girl. Bunny Samurai just appeared out of nowhere. Alright. The grand structure before you is the Rostra. The name referred to the original public platform erected here, upon which a forum of elected representatives would deliver orations and debate policies. Although the stage has since evolved into council chambers, the nature of the forum and the duties of its members remain largely unchanged. Am I boring you, Raha? You seem awfully distracted. My apologies. From here, one can see the entire city spread out below. The vista put me in the mind of my arrival in the first. Those who had gathered at the Crystal Tower asked me how they might go about building a new home. Naturally, my answers were all inspired by my knowledge of the finest settlement I could think of, the great city of Charlene. And bit by bit, those few buildings grew into a town, a community, the Crystarium. I can almost see its echo. I see. Feel free to come up here whenever you wish. I don't think the counselors would object to you simply enjoying the view. Such memories should be treasured. For now, however, the tour must go on. Our spectacle of sightseeing concluded with the fitting name Journey's End. Walked down the stairs to the east and continued straight ahead. I want to see the entire city. Let's first person this. I am so going to check this out on my PlayStation 5 once I get home. but I am not hating the way this all looks. I never expected it to... I mean, I probably should have, like, taken, Idleshire and, like, kind of used it as, like, a idea of what Charlene would probably look like. But I just... The Greek aesthetic is just more prominent than I was originally expecting. Even you can even see it in their clothes, which is kind of interesting too. Okay, so we are heading, she said east, so down these stairs. Alright, girl. We've arrived at Journey's End. History tells us that this was where those who put ashore with Archon Nikrif, it was a freaking Rodigan, wasn't it? Built their first home. That actually reminds me. I was thinking about Merlvin, and the thing of it was, I didn't like. I went to rewatch the cutscene, and I didn't expect their name to be what their name turned out to be. Cause like I knew to call her Merlvib or whatever, but like her last name I wasn't 100% sure on. But it turned out that there was just an easy separation. It was just Blue Fin Swim. And it always looked more complicated than that. So this is probably another one. To be honest, it's probably just Nuncref. Probably just Nuncref. Like, don't add letters that are there. Just, they're all lies. In the present day, it served as a residential district for most important officials and the oldest Charlayan families. You'll see that one mansion is clearly larger than its neighbors. The estate belongs to our friends from House Levieur. All things considered, we should probably keep our distance for the time being. And with that, we bring our little Charlayan tour to a close. I hope it has proven to be an entertaining and enlightening experience. And shall we head directly back to the Baldessian Annex? You remember the way, don't you, Raha? Let me think. We head down toward the harbor, cross the bridge to the right, then follow the path below the Aetherite Plaza. Correct! After you, Alohi. Oh, yeah, I caught all of that. Alright, let me grab this Aether Shard. You know, I'm gonna be honest, like, if they add a residential area, this is where, like, my personal house would probably end up going. Although, actually, this might be where my apartment would go. I don't know, I just kind of like the idea of, like, he has a studio apartment in Charlayan, not quite a house.
Student dorm.
Yeah, yes, I love it, it's a student dorm. Oh, hey, I'm apparently going the right way.
There's another Aetherite shard over here, too.
Oh, the way we're going, or back?
Yeah.
Okay.
The way we're going. Like, hang a left at the intersection.
We'll grab that first. Let's see. All the way down there. I need to add sprint. I'm talking to Shannon. I'm also like reading with him. Lyther hasn't joined, but Fiance did. Of a cutscene, so I didn't even get to address him until he was leaving. And I felt bad about it. It's like, to be honest, I'd love to address anyone whenever they join, whenever I can, but like, if it's like something like that, I gotta give like the cutscene more of my focus. Especially if they're talking. If I could pause it, then that's easier. Well, actually, I guess I could have. I forgot to put it on auto. I didn't think that through. Let's discuss journeys then. Charlene is full of educational and research institutions, but there are still professors who prefer to establish their own private practices. Not that I have ever attended the exclusive schools they run in these residences. Perhaps the twins could tell you more about them. Oh, cool! Private practices too, so like you could literally learn. Oh my god, I want to get my frickin' Archon tattoos. I want my Archon tattoos. I will put the effort in. If you make it an option, I will put the effort in. Right. We chose this bridge here. As I recall, stick to the path and be careful. No, not to end up back in the Aetheryte Plaza. Could you repeat that one more time? I was not paying attention. Right, we crossed the bridge here, and as I recall, stick to the path and be careful not to end up back in the Aetheryte Plaza. Okay, so I would follow this bridge, but I would not want to go to the Aetheryte Plaza. So we're not gonna go up. We're just gonna keep following this direction. Oh, I guess I could actually look at my minimap like a normal person, but like it's cool to take directions. Like I like those one side quests to where you just get clues and then you have to figure it out from there. Those are really fun to do. I'm kind of feeling the vibe of this music here.
Well, you have now caught up to me on this expansion.
All according to plan. I'm kind of liking the vibe of this music. It's not what I was expecting to be the music of the place, though. Like I said, I've been getting extreme Greek vibes, and this is probably Greek-esque melody too. I wouldn't be surprised, but like, I don't know. It seems a little bit different than I was expecting. And knowing my luck, this is probably one of the main themes. Just on maracas and a frickin' steel guitar, and I'm just not hearing it. A joyous look on Raha's face has undoubtedly informed you that this is the Baldessian Annex. If you continue up this hill, you arrive on the doorstep of Phenomenon? But I think we've explored enough for one day. We could take you there another time. Inside you are, then. Darn it! They cutscened me, so that way I couldn't go check it out. Thwarted. I'm back, and I've brought Lohi and Raha with me. Ah, you were right about the ship then. Hello, Graha. It's nice to see you again. Finally meet you, Lohi. I've heard many a tale of your exploits.
If we have regular ice...
Ojika. Ojika Sunjika.
50 pieces of ice.
It has been an age.
Shards. So like 2 shards or 3, not controlled.
Allow me to introduce Ojika Sunjika, the administration officer for the students of Baldessian.
This is a lot faster.
He oversees the day-to-day businesses of the Annex. You may recall meeting his cousin, Ejika. Ejika. Ah, yes, Eureka. I've read the initial reports. I only dabbled with Eureka. I wish I did more. I still need to do more. I can do more. I'll do more eventually. I hope. Quite a shock to hear what's become of the Isle. Do take care if you have the opportunity to rejoin the expedition. Okay. This place is like the second home for the students. The Isle of All served as our main headquarters, of course, but we often had occasion to visit Charlene. Whether to make use of the city's research facilities, attend conferences, or procure supplies from distant shores. And the annex here was built to provide lodging for our members while we engaged in such activities. Ever since our former headquarters, along with the Isle itself, vanished, the annex has served as our base of operations. And yet it feels so empty, with so many lost to us. Our organization is a shell of its former self. The day will come when we will see the students rise again. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, hook a brother up. But first, we must ensure that the Telophary fail. Through that door on the left, there is the main hall where we can discuss our options moving forward. Once everyone arrives, that is, you probably have time to rest before the discussions begin. I have a private quarters prepared for you in the Andron, so please feel free to make yourself at home. Alright, I'm gonna let you know I am a dog person, and we mark our territory. So I brought an assortment of fun markers. They're scented. The nap room. The nap room's perfect for an afternoon doze. Oh, I didn't mean to give you the wrong impression. The chambers are quite well appointed, far more so than some cheap roadside inn, you may be assured. 'Twas simply that we're often so busy with research or exhausted from journeys abroad that we slip into the Andron just to steal a few wings. And thus they became known as the students, amongst the students as the nap rooms, even if many such naps might last well into the following morning. Say the word and I'll be happy to show you to your chamber, because I can't operate a door by myself. Hopefully the other will be coming along. I will be waiting for you in the main hall. Alright. Welcome back, Loki. Ready for your nap? Dang, there's everything in here. Look at this.
That is a nice room.
Let's actually look around it a bit. Very cluttered. I like that there's posters, like.
Wait, was that Ifrit?
Yeah, the first one's Ifrit.
Then there was a behemoth.
Yeah. Alright. Oh, I just messed something up.
I thought these rooms were supposed to be for like napping in, not, just a little bit of everything.
Well, they probably just couldn't make it a bed, like, and they did kind of specify it as like a private quarters too. So like maybe the Andron itself has like more nap specific smaller rooms, and then they just took me to the private one. Uh oh. Hold on. I'm actually take a quick nap, and then while I do that, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. and then I'll come back and continue. As soon as I remember where the... See, my stuff was set up in alphabetical order, making it easier on me. There we go. So that'll be a stream for people to come back to. Just nap proof. Oh. Things are sticking to things they don't want them to stick to. That was fun. But all right. I think I took a good nap. Look at me, standing in my boots on the bed like some type of animal that wears boots.
You are a cat person.
I am a dog person. I am a canine person, at least. Specifically a fox is the only canine that I know of that has slitted eyes. It's just I'd have to be a moon to have like normal dog eyes, but like I chose sun because cat chose moon. All right, Graha, what do you got to say for yourself? Do you have the paper? Do you have papers passed on? Wait, do you have papers passed on the walls of your room? 'Twas not unusual for occupants to pin up notes or documents and such, and they forgot to take them down on the merry way. Sometimes it was quite deliberate, though. You might see complaints addressed to other members or a thank you card for the engrossing lecture someone left behind. Beloved traditions that I should know better than to dwell upon if we are to create a future for the students of Baldessian and so many others. We must look to the days ahead. Okay, so to the main hall. I keep feeling like I need to be saving before I go anywhere. I'm a little rusty on my... Ooh! Okay. So... now that we have a frickin' map in front of our face of literally everything. There's a thing I want to address. So, we finally got access to Old Charlene here. So, outside of Isilbard here, we pretty much have access to all three of the the three great continents. The problem is, like, even when we do, like, when we do dabble with Garlemald, we'll, like, only just be playing with Garlemald. There's still all of Isilbard, right? And we just got Thavnir, so that's also freaking fantastic. But there's still Mericidia and the New World, that we haven't even touched. And then, as far as I know, that is the complete
The
list.
New World where Rathalos came from.
I hope so. I hope it turns out to be like that. That would be so dope. That would be so dope to just connect it all. So, like, it's just, I find it funny that we'll be going to literally a parallel world and the moon before we've even completed adventuring this planet first. I suppose that's no different than, like, how it was with, like, No Man's Sky. Like, you would crash land on a planet, and chances are you would explore a completely different planet than that first planet you were on, so I suppose I gotta give it that, but... Alright, feeling refreshed and alert, our colleagues should be wandering in soon, so I suggest we stay here and wait for them to join us. Yes, let us wait for them to join us.
Well, I figure if we go over the dam, we could actually make some pretty good time overnight rather safely.
Pray forgive me. I was delayed.
Oh, here, let me go ahead and turn that on real quick.
It's fine, Urianger. We're all here now.
Let's get down to business then, shall we?
But if we start over on the aqueduct, then we can wait for sunrise.
Come what may, we must prevent the Telophoroid's plans from coming to fruition. At present, I see two paths for gathering the information which may aid us in achieving that goal. The first involves an investigation into the change which has come over Sharlayan, not to mention the recent inscrutable behavior of the Forum. As most of you know, the 99 members of the Forum are elected from the general populace. This alone guarantees a plethora of opinion with regards to foreign policy. The bibliotheques, for example, are a group of conservatives which would have Sharlayan focus on recording history, while remaining entirely uninvolved in the making of it. And at the other extreme, we have advocates for proactive diplomacy and direct intervention. My grandfather Galef was one such member, as was Archon Louisois. Yet despite our diverse factions and philosophies, the recent vote to deny Eorzea's request for assistance was unanimous. Even more concerning was the fact that many cited other, more pressing duties as justification for their recalcitrance.
Fortuno's refusal in Gridania had those same undertones. 'Twas as if, having stared unblinking into the face of impending doom, he had simply turned away to pursue something more important. But what could that possibly be?
A mystery indeed, and one which I ask for your help to solve. Our future may depend on it. As for our second potential path, it concerns a request made directly to the students of Baldessian. Our organization was founded primarily to study strange and unexplained phenomena the world over. Mysterious relics and ruins, arcane disturbances, and so forth.
See, that I could get into.
Compared to our more isolationist Sharlayan colleagues, we have strong connections overseas, namely with scholars and academics who share our passion for the unknown. The request in question comes from one such acquaintance, Nidana, an alchemist residing in distant Thavnir. Her missive describes the sudden appearance of a tower, and the subsequent summoning of what I can only assume is a lunar primal.
So there's a tower there too. I suppose it makes sense.
In response to this threat, the satrap of Radzat Han, the individual who governs the city-state, has instructed the alchemists to find a means to deal with the spire.
The artisans of that land are heirs to an ancient tradition, one rather unlike that of their Uldan counterparts. 'Tis possible, nay, probable, that they have gleaned truths unattainable by Eorzea or her Far Eastern allies.
They do, in fact, appear to have a strategy in mind, though it will require further research. To that end, they have requested an introduction to a capable warrior shielded by the blessing of light.
Assuming we divide our forces to pursue both of Kral's lines of inquiry, then having you join the group heading to Thavnair would seem the obvious choice.
But I want to stay in Sharlayan.
But the investigation in Sharlayan is of vital importance as well. Equal, I think, to the Thavnarian one, given that the fate of the world may hinge on the results of both.
Yes, it is quite the quandary. Though it is a great imposition and an altogether too common one, our efforts would be more likely to succeed were you to lead the charge on both fronts.
Well, that's perfectly fine, but I can't really be two places at once, so I hope you don't expect me to be.
You are indeed our champion. As to which task to tackle first, we will defer to your decision. Let us next decide how everyone else might best be assigned. As for myself, I shall continue what I've begun in Sharlayan. I should also like to steal the services of an Archon or two.
And thereby gain access to a greater range of reading material. I will help with that.
Allow me to offer my assistance. I have some small amount of experience in the field of research.
Alize and I would also like to help, if you would have us.
Anything to understand even a fraction of what our father and the Forum might be thinking.
Of course! The more the merrier.
Right. The rest of us will make the journey to Thavnair. Thoughts? Objections?
I passed through Thavnair on my way to infiltrate the Empire, and though I'm not qualified to give a guided tour, I did gain a sense of where things lie.
I'll be happy to have you along then. So for this group, it will be you, me, and Urianger.
Give me a moment afterwards, and I'll
So the
supply you
gear I
with
just
all the
got from
details of
turning this
Ludana's
quest in
request.
Is worse than what I'm currently wearing. That makes sense. I am wearing the
Consider
Crypt
this
Record gear
hall our
after all.
rendezvous point once our respective tasks are complete. May our investigations prove fruitful.
Yeah, I'll need to look at my classes to see which one might need it.
Most of mine would.
Yeah, let's get on to the
Oh, I gotta sneeze out of my nose and face. Okay, so I think, well, it doesn't. What I'm currently wearing is just 490 gear with my Gunbreaker.
Okay, so which one are you gonna do first? Stay here and, you know, the city that is or the country that is a school, or you gonna go over to the Thavnair and fight a tower?
I'm probably gonna hang out at Charlene, but I think this might actually be a good stopping point. With it just kind of feels like a good end of episode kind of thing. So, to any and all people that joined, I hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna be doing this more because I need to catch up on all my Endwalker goodness. I am severely behind. So, if you want to see more of that, I guess just hang out around, hit that follow. I need those follows, right? And need people to like my stuff. I hope you liking my stuff. I think you, right there. Yeah, I see you. I see you. You got hair on your head. Yeah. The eyes. Yep. See, we looking right at each other. Yep. You really like my stuff, but you haven't followed, so you should hit that follow button. Help me out. So, outside of that, again, hope you guys enjoyed, and see you next time as we continue our endeavor into saving the world.